Hello and welcome everyone. Andy Bryan here again from the Soul Pathway. And today within this video I wanted to invite you all to my latest Soul Pathway Sunday events on Insight Timer. Now these events have been set up to assist you with disconnecting from your mind in order to reconnect with your body and your soul, so that you can let go and release from the week that has passed, so that you can connect with this present moment and just allow yourself to be in this very present moment. Now they're live on Insight Timer each and every Sunday. We'll begin each and every session with a guided meditation to assist you with connecting with your spiritual journey and, more importantly, connecting with your soul. And then I will also be delivering a Soul Pathway reading each and every week to explore the energies of the week ahead. Now these are only available on Insight Timer, and sadly Insight Timer doesn't record these sessions, so you'll have to turn up live if you'd like to connect with my Soul Pathway Sunday events. And I've provided a link below this video so that you can connect with my latest Soul Pathway Sunday within Insight Timer. And what I will say is, don't worry about the time zones. Once you view the event within Insight Timer, it will display your current time zone. But just after this video, you can view my latest recording that is only available to me of my first Soul Pathway Sunday event on Insight Timer. So you'll see that just below this video, and I hope you do enjoy it and connect with it, and I hope you also connect with me next Sunday for my next Soul Pathway Sunday event. And with that, I'll say thank you for listening, take care, much love, and I hope you enjoy my first Soul Pathway Sunday event after this video. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to Soul Path Sundays. I am Andy Bryan from the Soul Pathway, and I've created these Soul Pathway Sunday sessions to assist people with connecting with their soul, so that they can disconnect from what is going on around them in the world, in their minds, so that they can really reconnect with their soul as an individual. I'm really excited about delivering these sessions, as I feel we all know there's so much going on in our lives and around us at the moment. So what better way than tune out each and every Sunday so that we can disconnect and reconnect with our soul. What I will say is that it's my first live here on Insight Timer. So thank you all for joining me. If you have any questions or comments throughout, then obviously please leave them in the comment section within Insight Timer, and it will be a real pleasure to connect with you all. But what I'd love to do to start off this session is just start off by disconnecting from everything that's going on around us, so that we can reconnect with what is going on within us. I'm going to play some music, and hopefully you can hear me over the music. I've got some nice, beautiful, peaceful and relaxing music that we can play in the background. So what I'd love for you to do in this moment, thanks so much, Heather. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you here as well. So what I'd love for you to do is just take a moment to just breathe. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just allow yourself to reconnect with yourself in this moment. Relax and find peace, tranquility. We're going to start off with this meditation to connect with your soul, and then I'm going to be providing you with a Soul Pathway reading to look at the energy of the week ahead. So what I'd love for you to do is just tune in for the moment as thoughts and ideas pop into your mind, allow them to flow into your mind and allow them to be released in the same moment. So allow all the thoughts coming into your mind to just be released as you let go, relax, and reconnect with your soul. One beautiful thing about reconnecting with our soul is that we can ground, we can connect with spirit, and we can bring this sense of peace and tranquility in each and every moment. But this sense of just presence, just being truly present and connected in the moment, because for me that is really important for each and every one of us. So allow yourself to silently listen to the sounds around you, the sounds of the music, and even the birds that are tweeting in the background as well. Focus on your breathing. Allow yourself to disconnect in this moment. Let go and find peace. Imagine taking yourself on a journey in nature. Take yourself on a journey where you find and connect with these beautiful open fields. Smell the freshness of the air around you, and even the freshness of the air on your face. As you breathe in, notice as you walk through the fields the feeling of the earth beneath your feet to assist you in grounding and connecting in this moment. Feel the earth beneath your feet, and feel that connection and support from Mother Earth, as Mother Earth is always guiding and supporting us in each and every moment, bringing you unconditional love and support for each and every moment in time. Beautiful, beautiful. It's amazing as we connect that our senses come alive, isn't it? It's beautiful. Our senses truly come alive and we feel at one. As you walk through the fields, though, what I want you to notice is beautiful forest that stands before you. Because this beautiful forest is allowing you to connect with the trees and the tree of life. And what I love about the tree of life is that it allows us to connect with spirit, to bring guidance and support on our journey through our process of awakening. But also the tree of life helps us connect with the grounding roots from below. So as you allow yourself to be guided into the forest, allow yourself to feel the energy of the trees around you. Almost sense and feel the energy of the trees. What is important to notice with each and every forest you'll move into, or you step into, like each and every one of us, it has a different energy signature. We have to allow ourselves to connect with what that energy is in the moment. But just imagine as you walk through this forest, a beautiful and tranquil energy where you connect with the energy of the trees and you connect with the energy of yourself. I haven't got my shamanic drum with me at the moment. Obviously it's behind me, on the seat behind me, but if you can imagine listening to the sound of the drum and a shamanic drum just beating and beating and beating. That shamanic drum helps you connect with the heartbeat of nature as well as the heartbeat of your soul and who you are, which is beautiful and blissful. Just need to allow ourselves to connect with the beautiful shamanic drum. And if you find yourself going out into nature, you can allow yourself to connect with that. As you connect with the trees, you can tune the drum into you and the energy of your surroundings, wherever you are in nature, which is absolutely beautiful. But allow yourself to, connect with the drum as you connect with the heartbeat of nature, as it assists you in becoming in alignment with who you are. So that alignment with yourself, your soul, and more importantly, Mother Earth and nature in this moment. Sit down, connect, and ground. You may want to find yourself just connecting with the tree as you always place your left hand out, because the left hand allows you to connect straight to your heart. So your heart connects straight to the tree. So you can even connect with the energy of trees in that way, but assisting you to connect with your soul as you awaken to who you are and you awaken from spirit. In a moment, we're going to just jump into the reading, and I'm going to tell you a bit more about the soul pathway cards that I created to support people on their spiritual journey, which I hope you enjoy as well. But as you connect with the trees, as I said, help you connect with spirit. As you reach out to the branches above, it guides you to the upper realms as you connect with spirit, which is beautiful. So you can gain a lot of wisdom from trees as you connect with them. But obviously connecting with the grounding roots from below assists you in really grounding, connecting, and being at one. That's the beauty of the tree of life. It's that wholeness and unification at which we find ourselves in when we connect with spirit, we connect with ourselves, connect with our soul, and ground at the same time. So now that we've connected with our soul and we've been guided a little bit on the soul pathway, or you've been guided a little bit on the soul pathway, what I wanted to do is share with you the soul pathway cards that I created, because these soul pathway cards are all about assisting you in connecting with your spiritual journey, your soul pathway, and more importantly, yourself, so that you can truly awaken to who you are. A lot of the work that I do is all about assisting people through archetypes. And we've got the archetype of the sage, which is one of the cards here. And the sage is all about awakening to truth and understanding of ourselves and the world around us, and even our connection with this beautiful and amazing universe. But it's not about knowing and understanding it. It's about having that energy of peace and tranquility within, because answers aren't, all the be all and end all at the end of the day. It's all about the energy we hold, because there are always many answers to the questions that we may have. But I'll share with you some of these oracle cards before we get started into the reading. So you've got the element of earth. Just share some of these with you. And we've got, it's hard to show you these actually, but you've got lots of archetypes. We've got a lot of shamanic animals. There are many different shamanic animals within this deck. A beautiful butterfly in there. But what I'm going to be doing is pulling three cards from this deck in terms of choosing the energy, checking in on the energy. But I'm also going to be taking a card from the 7 stage of the phase of our spiritual journey, so that we can see where we are now as a collective and what it is that we're working through. So bear with me while I tune into the cards. Just going to switch my camera to the other scene, and you can see I've got everything set up nicely and beautifully here. So as you tune into this, what I'd love for you to do is just tune into the sounds around you as well as you tune into spirit. And first of all, we're going to pick a card from, where we are on the spiritual journey. I'm going to be, they're photographs. These are photographs in the deck. And I'll read out from the pack I've got here as well, so from the booklet. Okay, put that to one side. Perfect. That's a beautiful card to start off with. So each and every one of us are experiencing a beautiful phase of transcendence. And what is transcendence? Transcendence is all about how we transcend our ordinary limits, our ordinary conditions, and our ordinary beliefs about ourselves, so that we can rise up. We can, transcend to new heights. We can create the reality at which we're striving for, both individually and collectively, which is incredibly beautiful. But it can be challenging when we go through these experiences of transcendence, because what is transcendence all about? Transcendence, from my perspective, is all about looking at our conditioning, our ego, and what we're going through, and learning how we can disconnect from that and the patterns we have within our mind and within our ego, so we can disconnect and then find and connect with our soul. That's when we can begin to transcend. But it's also about how we begin to heal some of those deep and suppressed or repressed shadow aspects within ourselves as well. So let me read from the booklet as well before we dive into some of the other cards. Okay, phase of transcendence there. In transcendence, we rise above our ordinary limits and live more frequently with our soul's essence. We encounter many difficulties along the way, which serve as lessons to assist our growth and evolution. Each and every situation, whether it appears to be positive or negative, though, is shaping us into the people that we're meant to be. If you have pulled this card, then it is time for you to notice the trials and tribulations that you're facing. As you shift your consciousness and awareness around them, you may notice your soul tribes gathering around you at this time to provide you with that extra support through this phase of your journey. If you have a mentor in your life, allow yourself to lean on them for guidance and support. Now, for me, that is a beautiful card as well, because we have a soul tribe that is always around us. Always around us. If only we allow ourselves to notice these people. They bring a beautiful energy to us. They almost instantly resonate with us and our soul. We have a very, very similar energy signature. But these people lift us up when we're feeling down and help us move through these challenging moments and emotional turmoils that we may be facing. So it's essential for each and every one of us to lean on these people to assist in our growth and, more importantly, our transcendence here. So let me tune into some of the other cards and see what the other cards bring as well. Okay. So as I said, you always pick 3 cards from this deck, the rest of the deck. So I'll lay them out and see what comes through here. lovely spread there today. Absolutely lovely spread. I'll just put them to one side. I'll pull one card at a time. So the first card we've got here is the beautiful spirit animal of the snake. The snake is very interesting. Snake is very, very interesting because the snake is all about transmutation and healing. It's all about acknowledging our wounds, acknowledging our shadow, and transmuting those pains and wounds that we have inside. Like the snake, what happens with the snake is that they tend to eat things whole. Like let's say they might eat a mouse whole, and then they digest it fully. So strangely enough, with our spiritual journey, what we're being guided to do is really connect deeply with our wounds, to digest them, work through them, and allow ourselves to transmute those wounds so that we can become reborn, so that we can transform into the people we're meant to be, and more importantly, so that we can transcend, because each and every one of us can transcend if we allow ourselves to do so. And I'm a personal believer that none of us should be ignoring our shadow. Our shadow is and can be very challenging to connect with at times. But I'm a personal believer that when you connect with your shadow and you come to love, honor, and accept it for what it is, that's when you can truly come to love and appreciate yourself for who you are. So that's really, really important with regards to the snake there. But I am going to read from my little booklet here that I've got, because descriptions are beautiful. So bear with me a moment. Snake. So the spirit animal of the snake represents transmutation, healing, and rebirth. This is symbolized through the shedding of the snake's skin, signifying a deep transformation as a purity of the mind, body, and soul. If you've pulled this card, then you may be experiencing somewhat of a Kundalini awakening that is calling you to alchemize your wounds, whether that be mental, physical, spiritual, or even emotional. Snakes may show up as an initiation, as an invitation of initiation, as they come through multiple snake bites to support you in transmuting all those poisons. Use the medicine of the snake to heal these deep wounds within as you allow yourself to become reborn. Beautiful, beautiful. So very, very symbolic in the process of rebirth. And I believe in many ways we're all going through a process of rebirth, that death and rebirth of the old in order to bring forth the new. And when we transmute those wounds and we connect with our shadow, we allow ourselves to become reborn. A new version of ourselves, becomes revealed, which is beautiful. So I'd love for each and every one of us to go through that and step into who we are. Each and every one of you to really love, honor, and appreciate yourself in all the different facets. And that snake is allowing you to have that bite, to grow, transform, and really step into who you're meant to be. And then the next card we've got here is the Magician. And the Magician is incredibly beautiful as well. The Magician card is absolutely fantastic, and it's very much related to the snake anyway, because it is all about transmutation. It's really about that alchemical process that we all go through, alchemizing our wounds, alchemizing ourselves, and becoming the magicians in our own life. We can all transform if we allow ourselves to. And again, it's a beautiful process, but noticing the power within you in order to transform. We each have our mindset, which could either be positive or negative in each and every moment. But if we allow ourselves to view each and every lesson and learning at which we go through as an experience to grow and transform, that's when we can really transform any situation in our lives and alchemize it, become who we're meant to be. So that's a beautiful card there, and I'm going to just move over to the deck here again, and I'm going to read from the pack. But that's a beautiful card there. Another one of these archetypes. I speak about the archetypes a lot with the work that I do, and for me, when we look at our own archetypes and what we're experiencing, it does allow us to connect with our inner world in many ways, to transform our outer world, so that we can really become conscious of ourselves and our lives and what it is that we're going through. So the Magician Archetype is the power we have to change our reality by shifting our consciousness and awareness. In order to transform our circumstances, we must bravely go within and allow insights to arise from the wisdom of our soul. Our physical realities can be positively influenced by altering our mental, emotional, and spiritual states. The awakened magician emerges when we realize that everything is connected. If you have drawn this card, align with your higher self and begin to notice the synchronistic experiences and even the mystical experiences that are appearing in your life. Trust yourself and your ability to manifest that which you truly desire. Beautiful, beautiful card. And you can see that these cards are very much connected, which is what I love so much about this deck. It's all about how we go through this phase of transcendence. So we've got this transcendence that each and every one of us are going through. Each and every one of us has those challenges and obstacles, no matter who we are. But how do we transcend them? We transcend those experiences by shifting our consciousness and awareness, noticing what's coming from within, so that we can transform our own realities. We do that by connecting with that inner snake, transmute those wounds and poisons, rise above these limits, and alchemizing these wounds with the magician, alchemizing and stepping into more beautiful and incredible states. Mind, body, spirit, and soul. And the final card that I've got here for the reading is absolutely fantastic as well. One of my favorite cards. So let me share that with you. And this is the archetype of the lover. And the lover, what is the lover all about? And it's not specifically about intimate relationships and those at which we're connecting with. More importantly, as an archetype, this is how we begin to truly love ourselves. How do you truly begin to love yourself? And as I said earlier, for me, loving yourself is really about acknowledging those aspects of yourself that are unlovable. Those things that you may not want to see about yourself because you don't think you're worthy or good enough. Well, I'll say, because I believe it anyway, that once you allow yourself to connect with those unloved aspects, you really see the beauty of who you are. Because each and every one of us are beautiful and unique in so many different ways. And it's just allowing yourself to notice that within who you are. And it doesn't matter about anybody else, really. A lot of people say that first of all, you have to love yourself before you can truly love another. Or self-care starts with you first before you can care for anybody else. And this is very much about what the lover is all about. But the reason why I've chosen the image for this card, and I'll put it close. The image of this card is, you've obviously got that rose, but the woman in this photo seems very pure-hearted, very loving within herself. And I wanted that to be expressed because, we all have to acknowledge the purity of who we are and the innocence of that as well, so that we're not getting so caught up in the world around us, but we're more so connected with that world within us, like I've mentioned already, which is beautiful. It's just loving, honoring and really appreciating yourself for who you are. So let me read from this deck, from the booklet again, as we I'll just organize these a bit more again. But yeah, He's trying to put this in a good place. So the archetype of the lover. And we all have different levels of these archetypes. You know, whether you're at the beginning of your awakening and you've just started to awaken to different aspects within you. The lover archetype may be very much connected with the conditioning and aspects of ego consciousness prior to awakening. Whereas if you've been on your spiritual journey for quite some time, you may be at quite a high level of consciousness in terms of loving and appreciating yourself. But like with each and every one of us, we've all got layers of consciousness, and we've got layers of love and loving ourselves. And I do believe this journey never ends. You know, only ends in many ways on a physical sense when we transcend to a different realm and we pass on in this life. But we're still growing and evolving as we transcend on our journey as well in that way. But let me read from my booklet here again. So the lover archetype is the part of ourself which craves intimacy and emotional connection in relationships. It has been said that without love, the soul does not engage with life itself, and we are left feeling lonely, empty, and even a void. In the early stage, the lover may appear as selfish, jealous, or controlling, maybe even sexually obsessed. If you have chosen this card, though, it's an invitation of awakening and initiation once more. This time more so an awakening of the heart, in which you are being led to follow your bliss. As you live from your higher self, join with others in the acknowledgement that we are all connected, that you are being called to welcome, embrace, and truly love yourself. You know. So that's an absolutely beautiful card. But I tend to believe that each and every one of us are on a journey of love. I interviewed a friend many years ago, and we spoke about the journey of love and all the relationships that we experience in order to grow and love ourselves. You know, I don't want to go into spiritual relationships too much, but you've got, you know, karmic relationships often before you've awakened, and you have difficult and challenging experiences at which you go through, and the karma shows up in order for you to awaken in a very deep and challenging way, often connected with your shadow. And then, you know, we've got these soulmates, and intimate soulmates are very much the people that bring that unconditional love and show you how to love yourself. But when I spoke to you about the phrase of transcendence, you know, who teaches you more about loving yourself than your soul tribe? You know, you lean on your soul tribe to show you that love exists and that they can love you unconditionally as you start to begin to love yourself. But it's recognizing what love really means for you. So, you know, when I speak about this and the lover archetype, I always like to ask people, how do you define love? What is love defined as for you? And it's all about shifting your consciousness and awareness around that so that you can step away from all these conditional beliefs around what you thought love was. And again, although, you know, spiritual relationships were mentioned and intimate relationships were mentioned, it is more about loving yourself and, you know, loving our connection with the divine and, you know, Mother Nature and this beautiful planet at which we exist. We live at this time, noticing that we are all connected, and we're all going through difficult and challenging times at this moment with what is going on in the world. And we have to love and appreciate one another in everyone's different experiences and beliefs and ideas about, you know, what they feel is going on or happening within their own lives. It's all about that aspect of divine love that we can all connect with. So I do hope you found that reading to be valuable and useful. As I said, I love these. I absolutely love these cards. I'll quickly provide another overview. So, phase of transcendence is all about growing and transcending on your journey, rising above your ordinary limits and who you thought you once were, so that you can break free from conditions and patterns of the ego, and so that you can truly learn to love yourself and all the facets of who you are. Connect with your shadow, connect with those wounds within, and allow them to be transmuted, because that will allow you to transcend. And the transmutation will come from when you can honor those wounds, honor the past and the experiences that which you may have faced in terms of maybe some traumas, so that you can transmute those wounds and ascend on your journey. I know some incredible people that have gone through some of the most challenging experiences in their lives, and they've come on to be some incredible people, great healers, therapists in their own different ways. But the way we look at our lives is probably the most important thing. And this is where the Magician Archetype really comes into play, because it's all about shifting our consciousness with regards to our physical, emotional, and even spiritual realities, so that we can change, the way we look at things. And I think it was Wayne Dyer that once said, when we change the way we look at things, our reality changes. I can't remember the exact quote, but something along those lines. And then it's about really loving yourself, loving and connecting with yourself and connecting with your soul, because you're worth it. People want to see the best in you in each and every moment. They want to see your soul shine, and they can feel that energy from within you, and your soul tribe can help you grow through that. So that's the beautiful reading there for you today. Again, I hope you found it to be valuable. These sessions were going to be about 45 minutes, and obviously the reading has been quite quick today. So what I think would be a good thing to finish the session up with, it's just about, let's think about loving yourself. Let's take that a quick journey and meditation into self-love, so that you can love yourself for who you are and where you are in this moment in time. So what I'd love for you to do is just close your eyes in this moment. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And allow yourself just to relax in this moment. Relax and allow yourself to settle in to your surroundings. You may be sitting in a lovely, comfortable bed. Allow yourself to feel, sitting in a nice, comfortable seat, Feel that seat in this moment. Allow yourself to connect with it. Connect with your surroundings. And what I'd love for you to do is, again, reconnect with nature once more. Go back to that open field at which we started this journey on and this session on. And as you connect with this open field again, smell the freshness of the air. Feel the wind on your face and the air on your face. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Just allow yourself to connect. As you walk through this field, I want you to just walk 3 or 4 steps. And as you walk 3 or 4 steps, what I want you to do is notice the footprints in the grass as you walk through this field. Notice with each and every footprint you have taken that these are already past memories, past experiences. You've already grown in this moment. As you turn round and look back on yourself, what I want you to do is notice and see an older version of yourself. Maybe an older version of yourself, maybe 1 year older, 1 year younger, sorry, or 2 years, or even 3 years. And as you look at yourself and your past, notice who you are in this present moment and how far you've come, how much you've grown, and how much you've begun to really and truly love yourself. But what I'd love for you to do is notice that old version of yourself that maybe wasn't as awakened as you are right now. What I'd love for you to do is step back and walk towards your old self, that old version of yourself once more. I would love you to walk back towards her or him in this moment. As you walk back, open your arms and allow yourself to hug your old self. Allow your old self to become at one with your current self. Feel that love, honor, and appreciation of your old as you notice how much you've grown and how much you truly begin to love yourself. Just feel it. And what I'd love to do as well is just bring in some Ho'oponopono here. As you begin to let go of past memories, past experiences, as you begin to love yourself, I want you to think back at some experiences at which you weren't acting out of your best interest, or maybe out of the best interest of others. And I want you to begin forgiving yourself and loving yourself. So as you connect with your old self, I want you to read back these words. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Just feel that as you do it. Feel the connection of your soul. Feel the connection of your old self being fully loved and appreciated. You may even feel that love of your inner child, where your inner child is feeling that love in this moment. Just doing a short meditation on love and loving ourselves. One final time, we'll just do it one final time. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And then allow yourself to bring your past back into your present as you feel that wholeness and oneness of self and that unconditional love of self as well. And just slowly allow yourself to become present with your surroundings once more, with who you are. And what I will say is thank you all for tuning in today for this Soul Pathway Sundays. This is my first live session here on Insight Timer, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for those who've been with me for the whole live session. Thank you so much for joining me. I really love it here on Insight Timer and connecting with so many different people because I just love the peace and tranquil environment which it is. If you have been here, please let me know, how you've enjoyed the session, or if there are some things that you would like me to add to these sessions. Yeah, thanks so much, Heather. I've really enjoyed it as well. I love bringing the energies here. So I might, I completely agree. I think love, however, can be the most challenging of emotions. It is no doubt one of the most beautiful things that we can ever experience. And I think if there's one thing that is true in this world, it is love. That's the only thing that I can say that is definitely true. Everything else can be, defined in many different ways, but love is just love. And it's just beautiful, just as it is. It doesn't need to be defined in any ways. It's just that emotion and experience that we connect with in these moments, So, love is an action and state of being. Yeah. Definitely. And I've been going through some challenging emotions within my own journey in the most recent months, and it's amazing, like looking at the phase of transcendence. That's, it's obviously teaching me a lot, but I've had a lot of soul family around me, and it's amazing the love that your soul family brings you in these moments and in these challenging moments. So it's a pleasure. Pleasure again, Heather. And I feel like I don't know how to be another way. I think we just got to learn how to be our authentic self in each moment, and just show up as who we are. Wear our emotions on our sleeves and just be. Thank you, Lorna, obviously, for being here as well. I will be doing these sessions every week, so that people can just tune into their soul, connect with who they are, and more importantly, disconnect with everything that is happening in their own lives and in the world at the moment as well, in these times. So it's just about connecting with your soul, loving yourself. And what I might do is more of a shamanic drumming meditation at the beginning, to begin with as well. But each session will be slightly different. I'll have a reading, in the second part of the session, and I might do, a meditation to close out the sessions as well. So with that, I will say again, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been such a pleasure to connect with you all. Again, I do hope you found the reading valuable and you've enjoyed connecting with it. What I will do is let you know that I spoke to some of the colleagues on Insight Timer today, and they've mentioned that these sessions won't be recorded. So, I will be doing these sessions every week at this time, 7 o'clock UK time, but the times will all be in your time zones. So if you connect my profile here on Insight Timer, it will show you when these sessions will be live for you, so you can tune in when you need to at those specific times. But just to let you know, none of these sessions will be recorded, sadly, as Insight Timer won't record them, but I might upload them to my YouTube channel. But yeah, so be sure to tune in live if you can, due to the fact that they're not recorded. So thanks again for tuning in. Take care of yourself. Hope you have an amazing week ahead, and you live from your heart and soul. Take care. Much love to you all, and I look forward to connecting with you again next week. Please be sure to connect with my profile here on Insight Timer. Follow me if you can, and feel free to connect with me as well. Take care again. Much love. Bye for now. Awaken your soul pathway and shift from self to soul. Download our free app on the Google Play Store, where you can disconnect from your mind in order to reconnect with your soul as you awaken to your spiritual journey and connect with your soul from within. Learn from one of our many courses available on Udemy. We have our Archetypes for Life program, where you can connect with your inner world in order to transform your outer world. We also have your Awaken Your Inner Warrior course, where you can learn how to balance your masculine and feminine within. You can even take the journey of divine love to embrace your soulmate or twin flame. Or you can honour and heal your shadow as you shift it from darkness to light. Gain deeper insights from Spirit as you connect with your soul and awaken your soul pathway with our Soul Pathway Oracle cards. Visit www.thesoulpathway.com for more information.